Since 2012, Bayou Community Foundation has proudly served Lafourche, Terrebonne, and Grand Isle by helping donors strategically invest their charitable gifts to fill critical community needs in human services, education, workforce development, and coastal awareness. With the amazing help of generous donors here at home and throughout the country, Bayou Community Foundation works efficiently and effectively to strengthen the capacity of local nonprofit organizations and create a compassionate and sustainable coastal community for generations to come. This is the Foundation's one and only focus. In its first 10 years, the Foundation has funded over $8 million in grants to support local nonprofit programs, including over $5 million to date invested for Hurricane Ida relief and recovery. Bayou Community Foundation was founded in 2012 by local business leaders and philanthropists from Lafourche and Terrebonne parishes. In the aftermath of Hurricanes Katrina and Rita and the 2010 Gulf oil spill, these volunteers championed the vision for a community foundation to strengthen nonprofit programs and to serve as the philanthropic bucket for national and international assistance in the event of a future emergency or natural disaster in our community. It's that idea that created the foundation we celebrate today.
That's where I really began to realize, man, we need to have a conduit to capture donations like this from outside the community to assist our community when things happen like this, because hurricanes will continue to happen. And that was where the light bulb really began to go off for me, saying, we got to find a way to create the bucket here for South Louisiana.
After the oil spill, I really realized that the time was now, and JJ and I got together and we said, we can't wait another second, because we missed out, because we did not have that basket, on probably $100 million that would have come to this Lafourche Terrebonne area.
HOMA attorney and Bayou Community Foundation founder Berwick Duval served as chair of the Grants Committee for the Louisiana Disaster Recovery Foundation after Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. It was then that he recognized the urgent need for a Bayou Community Foundation.
And it was very frustrating for me to sit there and be chairman of the Grants Committee and not having anything coming into Terrebonne and Lafourche. So it was very hard for me to convince the board to get money into Terrebonne and Lafourche, because they didn't have a bucket to give it to that they felt comfortable would distribute it appropriately, because we didn't have a community foundation. So I reached out to the two people I thought in both parishes that could get the job done. That was Charlotte Bollinger and JJ Buquet. My wife Alexis, who actually does all the work, I would have the idea, and JJ and Charlotte and I and others had a lunch here in Houma and started the ball rolling to get the foundation started.
In 2012, with the assistance of local philanthropist Benny Sinak, the Greater New Orleans Foundation, and other passionate founders, Bayou Community Foundation was awarded an historic 5-year, $500,000 challenge grant from the Gaines Foundation, which brought the organization to life. The generous challenge grant would yield $1 million by 2015, providing impactful funding for the new foundation and its grant-making programs focused on addressing the region's most critical needs. The foundation was well on its way to become the trusted, effective, philanthropic bucket our founders envisioned for the Bayou region. Generous gifts from the Gaines Foundation and many other individuals, families, companies, and private foundations continue to fuel the impactful mission of Bayou Community Foundation and its hallmark effort, the annual nonprofit grants program. Bayou Community Foundation President Henry Lafont initially served as a member of the Grants Committee, an experience that truly opened his eyes to our community's needs and the Foundation's role.
That's where I really realized the work that BCF did in helping the nonprofits in our area. Seeing the requests that were coming in, the need in our community that these nonprofits look to fulfill, and we were a way to help them. And it actually was humbling to sit on that committee and see what was happening in our area and what was needed in our area. And it just meant a lot to me.
From 2013 through 2022, Bayou Community Foundation has awarded 242 annual grants totaling more than $1.9 million to local nonprofit organizations.
The grants from BCF have been tremendous. They've made such an impact for our organization in helping so many families who are living in violence escape that violence. One of the critical abilities that the BCF grants have given us is the ability to obtain things and provide services that we cannot provide with traditional grants that come from the federal or state government.
In 2020, Bayou Community Foundation truly rose to the occasion as the philanthropic bucket that the founders envisioned, with game-changing donations to and grants from its Bayou Recovery Fund for COVID relief and Hurricane Zeta relief. And then, on August 27, 2021, 2 days before the destructive Category 4 Hurricane Ida made landfall right here along the coast of Grand Isle, Lafourche, and Terrebonne, the foundation activated its Bayou Recovery Fund for Hurricane Ida relief. The foundation accepted donations and awarded emergency nonprofit grants for critical relief and recovery services immediately. With an outpouring of donations from around the country and right here at home, the Bayou Community Foundation has been able to strategically invest over $5 million to date in critical relief and recovery programs serving Lafourche, Terrebonne, and Grand Isle. Housing recovery is a priority for Bayou Community Foundation in the aftermath of Hurricane Ida, with $3 million granted to date for temporary housing assistance, campers, home repairs, and new construction for the most vulnerable and needy residents who lost far too much in Hurricane Ida. In Dulac, in southern Terrebonne Parish, grants from Bayou Community Foundation have repaired over 300 homes and built 8 new homes for local families who survived the storm. That project continues, and the foundation is also working to rebuild Grand Isle with a similar home repair and new build project there.
We had resources to immediately take care of people, restore safe living conditions, if you will, in some of the worst hit areas, and then the restoration effort, which is going to be ongoing for several years. But as you know, we're already rebuilding homes, restoring people's homes, and the long-term survivability and sustainability of this area. And that's, I think, has proven its need and its effectiveness in terms of being able to help people.
In the year ahead, Bayou Community Foundation will invest more than $2 million for continued housing and community recovery programs in Terrebonne, Lafourche, and Grand Isle, while also strengthening its mission-driven work with the annual nonprofit grants program, nonprofit workshops, and activities that promote philanthropy and connect donors to causes they care about.
The Bayou Community Foundation is exactly what this area needed, and I'm so thankful that these little founding fathers that got together and founding mothers that got together did the work, got it set up correctly, and everybody trusts it now.
Over the past 10 years, thanks to the amazing generosity of donors like you, Bayou Community Foundation has been able to fill critical needs in Lafourche, Terrebonne, and Grand Isle, and fund important relief and recovery services after the devastating landfall of Hurricane Ida. We invite you to join us as we journey on our next decade to create a compassionate and sustainable coastal community for generations to come. As we always like to say, giving makes great things happen.
Happy anniversary, BCF.
Happy anniversary, BCF.
Happy anniversary, BCF.
Happy anniversary, BCF.
Happy anniversary, BCF. Well done.